entire life and reaching out beyond North Andover to the entire Merrimack Valley. I know that you've helped tremendously in Methuen, Lawrence, Haverhill, and the surrounding communities. Always when there are people in need, you're there, not just as a chief, but as an advocate, and we so appreciate you. I want to thank your family for allowing you to be in public service, for putting your life on the line. We know you put your life on the line, running in to burning buildings when others are running out, not knowing if he's going to come home at the end of the day. So I want to say thank you to your family for allowing you to serve our community in this way and to put your life on the line for all of us. We truly are forever indebted to you, and I want to say thank you on behalf of myself and Senator Tarr for all that you've done to allow us to get to be served by this tremendous human being. So we do have an official citation here. It says, "Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Chief William McCarthy." We're very formal in the citations. "In recognition of your 34 years of dedicated service to the residents and community of North Andover, the entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all of your endeavors. We thank you, we love you, and we wish you well. And thank you so much."
I'm not going to say a lot and keep talking, but in my time as chief, several times I had to reach out to Diana looking for help for us, and we have some equipment that will be arriving here this year. Diana was a big part of that, we were able to get that equipment. So as soon as that equipment comes in, we want to invite you back here to see that, and we appreciate everything you've done here for Los Angeles. Thank you.
All right, I want to take a moment to thank our elected officials, members of the select board, other elected officials, Representative Wynn is here. I don't know if Representative Minicucci is here. Thank you. Manager Rodriguez, Deputy Manager Dee Casey's here. And everyone else I forgot. So I'm going to talk for 1 minute, and then I'm going to pass along because I'm not very good at speaking. So, Robert Frost wrote that 2 roads diverge in the wood. And I took the one less traveled, and that made the difference. In 1986, a young North Andover police officer was sitting in his cruiser, proud of having the highest arrest record in the town of North Andover, 1. He realized that the guys in the red trucks over there are having a lot more fun at work. So Bill Hunt decided to hang up his gun belt, pick up a Halligan, and do some real work. Now, Bill wasn't new to working hard for North Andover. He had an illustrious career as a playground instructor, worked as a water meter, cut lawns at the town parks, had 1 high-speed chase in a police cruiser. He eventually ended up working for the North Andover Fire Department. His initial assignments were Jim Crane, who's here today, Bob Fogarty, Andy Sullivan, Andy Melnikas, and Lieutenant Ken Long. They started Bill on a long tenure with Unit 3 that spanned most of his career. He was appointed lieutenant in 1997. He took great pride in his unit, their training, and a fair share of practical jokes. He was appointed deputy in 2015 and finally became chief of the department in 2016. Chief McCarthy worked tirelessly to protect the well-being of the members, make sure the trucks were always well-staffed and ready to meet the needs of the community. One thing Chief McCarthy didn't do very often was eat lunch at the station the last 5 years or so with the guys. Instead, he did what any self-respecting, middle-aged, 50-year-old man would do. He went home and made his mother make him lunch. Actually, he claimed sometimes he actually cooked, but we're still not quite certain about that. In all seriousness, Bill did have lunch with his mother most days when he could. He couldn't enter his office without seeing pictures of his wife Pam, their children and grandchildren. His family was the one thing Bill loved more than the fire service. He loves more than the fire service. He's leaving us now to spend more time with them, and we wish him a long and healthy retirement. Now, if Representative Wynn and Minicucci would like to come up.
giving us this opportunity to wish one of my favorite constituents happy retirement. I have been told that you are the oldest serving employee. Wait, no, I'm sorry, longest serving, not the oldest, senior, most senior. I misspoke. With 34 years of service, and we know your commitment to the town. We know how much, how invested you are, and not only the fire department, but the whole community and we're so lucky for that. And in following with Senator DeZoglio's thanks to your family, it's not just the stress of having him in this position, but really your sacrifices in terms of your vacations. I know that it was cut short with the gas explosion back in 2018, but so many others. And I know even with this retirement that you're still going to stay involved with the department. And so we're just so grateful for you. And this citation is really a small token of all the appreciation that we have for what you've done for all of us and will continue to do for this community. So thank you so much.
Well, everybody said it all. So the one thing that was not said is when I saw Colleen, I said, I didn't know Bill was your dad. Because we heard you were the oldest serving person. But thank you for everything that you've done. And I know that here in, when we were still campaigning for office, we weren't in a position yet, but when the gas explosions happened, we all knew who you were. You were right out in the front. And I see our chief over here, Moriarty, is here to wish you well also, but I know that you guys were right there, and you gave up your vacation, you came, and you were here for a long time. This wasn't one thing that you did, you stuck with it for a long time. And you had invited us here just before COVID, and we got to see what it was like to be in your shoes by doing a training program, and it gave me infinite more respect than I already had, which I already did, but take it to a whole different level when the two of us got put on with gear and we got to see what it was like for you every day. And I have so much respect for all of you who come here every day and for the amount of time that you put in as a public servant to our community, as a community member who has just stayed here and just stayed committed to us here in North Andover. We know you're not going anywhere because we know no matter how hard you try to be, you'll be here forever.
So can we write it up for our citation? It's just a great thing. Be hereby known to all the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Chief William McCarthy in recognition of your retirement from the North Andover Fire Department after 34 years of service. Thank you for your service to our community. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all of your endeavors. Signed by the Speaker, Ron Mariano, as well as myself and Representative Chief. Thank you so much.
That's okay, Colleen will take that. See, she's standing up for you. One of you.
I want to thank both of them. They're true advocates for public safety for the town of North Andover as well as Mary McCarthy. But thank you again for everything you've done here for the North Andover.
So despite the fact that I mistakenly shut off Chief McCarthy's building access yesterday, I have been dreading this moment for a year. So I had the honor of working with Chief McCarthy at the end of his career, and he is the best fire chief I have ever worked with. And that says a lot, because when you work with someone at the end of their career, a lot of the time they're going through the motions, getting ready to leave, and there was never one day that he was advocating for his fellow firefighters or advocating for this community. And my favorite thing about Chief McCarthy, besides his funny stories and seeing him every time I go to Market Basket, is that he wears his heart on his sleeve. He cares so much about everything that he does, about all of you, about this community, about every single patient they see. He tells me about them, he brings them home, I'm sure, and we just want to thank you for sharing him with us for all of these years. Now, fortunately for us, he's agreed to stay on as a consultant. Pam, you're welcome. And we're looking forward to continuing to work with him in a more limited capacity.
But we wish you all well and have lots of fun in New Hampshire. And I look forward to seeing you at the camp return in aisle 3 and all the other aisles. And before long, he will be calling you 3 times every time he goes to Market Basket to ask for help. He's going to get it down.
She said she's still gonna go.
All right, but I look forward to seeing you there too. So thank you, Chief, from all of us in town government, from everybody in all the offices. You've been such a great friend to us all. So thank you. Now we're going to have, so we have 3 selectmen members with us today, I believe. Select board. We have Jim Valancourt. We have 4. We have Laura Bates. We have Janice Gillespie. And we have Ms. Novelino. Chris is our outgoing chair. And Laura is our new chair, but Chris is ready and willing, so we're going to see Chris.
I appreciate it. So I'm speaking for our select board, which is really just the embodiment of our community. And it's really such an honor to recognize Chief McCarthy with this acknowledgement. But while we say Chief McCarthy and so many folks in the community know him as chief and experience his work as chief, he's really the heart of Bill, character, and the care that I think we're all here and recognize. And that is extraordinary and something that we are so fortunate as a community to have. So I'll read this statement. It is from the board, but really this is the entire community speaking to you. Resolution of appreciation, whereas Chief William McCarthy began his distinguished career in North Andover on May 21st, 1985 in the Public Works Department, whereas he was hired as a full-time firefighter on October 15th, 1986, and was promoted to fire lieutenant on August 4th, 1997, whereas he was promoted to deputy fire chief on July 15th, 2015, and became fire chief on March 21st, 2016, whereas Chief McCarthy worked diligently to understand the needs of the community and how North Andover Fire Department could best meet the needs and make North Andover a leader in fire service and emergency medical services, whereas Chief McCarthy provided outstanding support and service to the residents and businesses of North Andover, whereas Chief McCarthy has dedicated his professional career to the people of North Andover, whereas Chief McCarthy is providing countless volunteer hours to the town, including president of the North Andover Boosters Club, running the in-house basketball program, helping with Sunday concerts on the common, and helping to run evening public skating. And whereas Chief McCarthy has demonstrated through his career as an outstanding level of professionalism, dedication, and willingness to help others, he will be greatly missed. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the town of North Andover Select Board that we are sincerely appreciative of Chief William McCarthy for his hard work, determination, and commitment to the town of North Andover during his past 36 years. We wish him good fortune in these endeavors presented by the Select Board on July 1st, 2021, and by our board.
Paul Iannicello, the Registry of Deeds. Speak briefly.
Household that's all. My household thing?
Yeah, your house is okay. Well, I just want to congratulate you, Bill. We have a little proclamation, but everything has been said, but I have a personal story about Bill and his dedication to town and what he really does. Before he was chief, he was the school officer. He went out and trained kids, or at least taught the kids what to do in case of a fire. So one day I came home when I was at Mill Pond, and our ottoman was too close to the fireplace, and there was smoke coming up. So I immediately go in with one of my kids, and my daughter drops to the ground and says, "We just saw Mr. McCarthy. He told us to drop to the ground with the fire." So, true story. So my wife called the fire department, everybody came and who showed up? But Captain McCarthy. So, Bill, everything you do, thank you so much for everything you've done for all of us, including myself and my family, and everything you've done for the town. You truly are a wonderful human being and a great chief and a great father, son, and neighbor to not handle. So if you want to just come up and accept that, it's just from the registry of deeds and it doesn't compare to the state senate but the House of Reps. So congratulations, Bill. Enjoy your retirement. Thank you for everything you've done.
North Andover is in a group, trauma intervention group called TIP. They weren't able to be here today because of a prior commitment, but they wanted me to present this to you, Chief. Chief William McCarthy, in honor, appreciation, your service, dedication, sacrifice to the North Andover community, partnership with the Trauma Intervention Program in Merrimack Valley, together helping citizens in crisis. We're grateful for your service and leadership.
Great work with Bill for even before he became chief. He became chief about the same time I did, a few months earlier. He's been awesome to work with throughout his whole career. He's retiring for the right reason. He's still healthy. He's going to spend time with his grandkids, and plus his wife kills him. He's fine. He's going to be here working with the new chief, so we'll keep it out of her here. But congratulations. I wish you best of luck in this little something you can throw in the back of your closet when we're done. So what it says on it is the Middleton Fire Department wishes to recognize Chief William McCarthy in recognition of your 34 years of service to the town of North Andover and working with the town of Middleton in every capacity in a professional and dedicated manner. Congratulations on your retirement. Best of luck in all your future endeavors.
I can't build it for you. All right, I'd like to call Bill McCarthy's nephew, Corey, to present something from the union for Local 2035.
All right, so Johnny spoiled the surprise in case anyone didn't know. Chief McCarthy is my uncle. I'm trying to keep that secret for the last 4 years. Chief McCarthy is a longtime member of the union here. We're here to present him with his acts upon retirement. We've been doing that for decades for retirees. Growing up and my first few years here at North Andover, I've never heard a bad thing as a lieutenant on Engine 1 for Chief McCarthy. I became chief, I'm not sure what happened. Joking. Bill's taught me many things in life, but how to be a professional is the thing I take away the most. If your goal is to improve North Andover, you've accomplished that 10 times over. Congratulations on your retirement.
Bill, I won't bother you anymore, I promise.
As far as the grandkids go, what I'm going to present to you is not nearly as cool as he acts. Depending how long you're with Pam after this, you'll be a little safer. Let's cut some weight. There's a plaque from the North Andover Fire Department. Chief, it's Fire Chief William A. McCarthy. With great honor and recognition for your loyal, dedicated service of 34 years, the citizens of North Andover, North Andover Fire Department presents this to you in recognition of your many years of hard work and dedication. Wish you all the best in your retirement. And it's dated the start day of October 14, 1986 to July 1st, 2021. I gotta say it's been a privilege working with Bill almost 22 years now. He was one of the senior lieutenants when I came on. I learned a lot from him. Fortunately, I think I learned a lot of my computer skills from him. Since the IT department's not getting any better. And, hopefully we'll be able to continue the traditions of the people we're going. I also have Jay, all the retirees here, just raise your hand. A little high there, Bernie, we see you. That's you. Here's hoping, Bill. We'll take that one first. Here's hoping.
Johnny's been waiting for this. I came in Tuesday morning after the
Keep it up.
select boards, and he was already sitting at my desk.
Trying to find out how to, I knew under that paper there had to be a desk someplace. I didn't write it for you, Bill, so you gotta do it.
Welcome to happen.
That just came. I want to thank everyone that's here today. I've been blessed to go to a lot of again. I've had a better job than I could ever have. And I want to thank my family because, again, as you know, firefighting, public safety can be a tough job and a family. And you know, I want to thank my wife, Pamela, who's been with me the whole time. In fact, she's been out on a lot of calls with me. So she is going to miss the car. But I have a lot of family here today. Obviously, my mother. Loved seeing my whole career. She's told me several times she's going to miss me in the uniform, so I think I'll just, put it all on. But again, it is, somebody had mentioned, it is about family. I mean, that is the reason I'm leaving, as much as I love the job. But this is an opportunity for me to spend more time with my family. I have 3 beautiful grandchildren here today, Cameron, Colson, and Madeline. My daughter Kristen's here, her husband Brendan, who's a North Andover police officer. My son Tyler, his wife Rose, my sister Karen, my sister Claire, my sister Pauline. I see Karen's in-laws, Paul Gallagher and Jean Gallagher. Paul's a retired police chief from North Andover. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Corey's here, but I've loved this job. I've loved working with the town. I've been privileged to be put into this position. I truly have been blessed. My life has been great. I want to thank my area chiefs for coming here today. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support you gave me in my career. I want to thank a few people here. Diane Morrison. Diane was here before I was here. Diane helped me all the way through my career as lieutenant, deputy chief, and fire chief. And then we had the addition of Maura Deans. Maura's here. Maura Deans, she's up. They are the backbone of the fire department. Without them, I don't know if I would be even here today. So I appreciate that. I want to thank the town manager, deputy town manager, all the select board meetings, state reps. State senator. I know I would miss people. You see the new chief of payroll, chief of neighborhood. Thanks to all the members. It was probably not the right time to retire because it's the annual golf trip for the fire department. So a lot of them are up north, but they did reach out to me, which I truly do appreciate. But I can't say enough about these people that I work with. You guys are the best. I wish you all well. Stay safe. I'll be around. If you need anything, give me a call. I appreciate all my friends here that I grew up with. We grew up together, and they're here today for me. So again, I hope I said what I wanted to say, but I do deeply appreciate everything that everybody's done for me, and I appreciate you guys being here today. So, did I miss anything? Thank you. Well, okay, yeah, we definitely did. So, I'm going to come around and introduce my grandchildren to you and my family. So, but again, thank you all for being here. So.
Very good, Bill. Okay, before we, there's plenty of food here, please everybody stay and eat some, because otherwise it has to go upstairs and we'll be eating it for the next 2 weeks. I want to take a moment to thank Maureen, who's already walking away, Diane Morrison, Stephanie Rowe, and Jeff Deshane, who worked hard putting this all together today. A lot behind the scenes. And our new recruits who got pushed into service because they didn't have any Santa Matter. And the on-duty crew who helped out today. So Jill has to have the last words.
I noticed Jody did this at the very end. I want to wish Chief Weir all the best. John's going to be a great chief for the community. But again, everybody in the fire department was great to me, but there's 2 other members that helped me tremendously, other than Diane and Maura, and it's Deputy Chief Graham Rowe and EMS Coordinator Jeff Deshane. We were a team down there, and quite frankly, John has mentioned my lack of computer skills. Without the deputy and without Jeff Deshane, it would have made the job a lot more difficult. So I want to personally thank both you and